Unc is having the best sleep of his life. Female me, is this true? Shopping, shopping, shopping. Close your eyes and then barely open them. You guys will see a certain man. Cliff was born for this job. Cliffhanger, rock climbing instructor. China, 1 building, 30,000 residents. The pizza delivery guy. 0 caffeine, 0 sugar, calories. You're just selling water at this point. I hate when a guy asks, can you cook? Can you build a house? Screw you. That means you can't cook. He either has a girlfriend or no girlfriend. It's usually like that for everyone. Police caught me. The evidence they show is AI generated. Guys, please help. What should I do with this space? Rent it to a PhD student. A recent survey asked 12-year-olds what they had done over the past week. 83% answered, your mum. Truly wonderful, the mind of a child is. I really flew to Japan just to stay in my hotel room and use my phone. That's actually honoring their culture. Me, drinking from a soggy straw to save the planet. Leaders. Me, at an important meeting, wondering how they got this big table through the door. A castle in Japan is currently on sale for $64,000. By the way, no one should buy this for a bunch of reasons. When you hit that crack in the sidewalk while shoveling, boy is running like he's got the last clue to the mystery. I need to warn the others. Run. How I imagine that one friend must see life. It's a 16th century book nook. Imagine monitoring the situation from here, trying to fix my sleep schedule, but the world is so nice and quiet from 12 to 5 a.m. I feel like this event was born out of a lie that got out of hand. Be honest. Would you run naked 5 minutes in a mall for 1 BTC, Bitcoin? A brave man running naked covers his crotch. A wise man covers his face. And an even smarter man can cover both because he has 2 hands. The billionaires investing in space don't want Star Trek. They want Dune. Your Honor, did you consider? Yes, I considered every possibility. Have you seen the size of my head? I like old tools and found the plaque on this 40-year-old 8-foot tall bandsaw rather humorous. First blood. Dave. Poor Dave. Hope it was just blood, not bones. 5-year-old me, watching my balloon float away 3 minutes after my mum bought it for me. The type of stuff I start seeing after not taking my meds for a week. The enemies. 17-year-olds when I'm 9. 17-year-olds when I'm 17. 17-year-olds when I'm 30. Should I do memes about age? Age memes. I made my first payment towards my student loans today. Brick by brick. $50. Bro, you covered 32 seconds of interest. Was about to do some laundry when this face popped up. You are about to wash him. This groundhog comes up to our office window every day for lunch. I would never send my mum to a nursing home. She'll stay with my brother, who was always her favorite. My dad, when my mum asks for jewelry. My dad, when I ask for $10 billion. Me. Call me anytime, I'm always available. Also me. I've got 32 missed calls. I'm a water nymph for places like this, I think. Bro chose to be the mythical equivalent of a catfish. You can put 30 different fruits in a smoothie, but you can put a banana. But you put that banana in there and now it's a banana smoothie. Out of all the bills you pay, what's the one you hate the most? I don't discriminate, I hate them all equally. Don't talk to strangers. Don't give your data to strangers. Never click on an unknown link. When your girlfriend leaves you little love notes around the house, you've been poisoned. Guy number 1 humor rule. Once we confirm you're alive, everything that almost killed you becomes fair game to make into a joke. When my hair caught on fire and my brother called me Ghost Rider for 2.5 years. Tell me, why do men become everything you want and need after you leave them? Suddenly they become great fathers and husbands. It's truly a magical trick. Perhaps you were holding them down. They were digging a metro in Naples and accidentally found 3 Roman ships. Italians will find any excuse to take a break from manual labor. You compose a song that soldiers will march into battle with. It ends up being associated with the circus, clowns, and people acting like idiots. I know dictatorships are bad, but maybe if we try with me in charge, it'll be different. Bro, this robot took my job. Even the unemployed are in danger. In the Middle Ages, it was not unusual for 2 kings to sleep in the same bed, as a public act of diplomacy, trust, and political alliance between kingdoms. It's not gay, guys, it's for diplomacy. Today I walked 5 kilometers, mostly around the Old Town area, which was unusually quiet this morning. I too would walk for kilometers if my city looked like this. The American exchange student showing up to the Battle of Hogwarts, about to change the whole dynamic. What trains looked like in the early 20th century. I hate everyone who took this from us with a burning, raging passion. That's your ancestors. Our ancestors. When you bite the inside of your cheek while chewing food. To enter the castle, confirm. I am not a peasant. It would be cool to be able to read this. 2 chicks at the same time make a wish. Sir, I think you are confused about what we do here. Why not? I thought you make dreams come true. My last meal. Are you ending yourself? No, I wish. Just fasting. Nurses deserve more flowers. I've seen the nurses in my room more times than I've seen my doctor. doctor. Almost every 4 hours they're coming around. Real, but if your doctor starts seeing you every 4 hours, you might need those flowers for yourself. Let's watch this video of fireworks I took last year. Said no one ever. Be there or be what? Be what? Finish your sentence. I'm waiting. Be there or be circular. Canada is the easiest city to rage bait. City? It's a massive country, bro. A man named Joel Berger married a woman named Ashley King, and Burger King paid for the entire wedding. Imagine turning your wedding into a fast food commercial. Yeah, well, it's free. They really spent a lot of money. It's time. It's not time. It's March. I don't want to see this. It's time. Would it be wrong if I peeked through the keyhole? Yes, it would be. Very much so. Just not for the reasons you're thinking. He's looking at the screen like he's asking the audience Dora the Explorer style. Many of you would crumple under the pressure of having a cat that stares at you like this. Those ears. Wow, I love to sit cross-legged without moving for several hours straight. Okay, time to straighten my legs, man. I'm so excited. I feel like a suit of armor that was attacked by a welder. You can really tell the demographic of this website is aging. I am 19 years old. An iPhone 12 in 2024 is crazy. I stopped knowing the difference between iPhones the day I started paying rent. I would only upgrade my phone if its performance starts slacking. Getting memes ain't no joke. I wish me crew had something to sink the enemy ship with. The ever-reliable 6-pound cast iron cannonball. Me. I have many hidden talents. Someone. Like what? I don't know. They were all hidden. Dumb questions get dumb answers. The hot water is not working. How? Can you send me a photo? It looks like this, but it's not hot. We actually knew each other 180,000 years ago. We warmed our paws together, but you forgot. Men, after finding out what women's romance novels are actually like, don't go down that rabbit hole. Don't. Teacher gave us assigned seats. Oh, you're sitting next to the kid who eats the desk. Nice. For my cereal, the forklift's lesser known relative, the spoon lift. Why are you asking if we can 3D print butter? Me. No particular reason. Someone creates a pirate website. People use it. Some idiot makes a video about it on YouTube/TikTok. Website gets taken down. USPS tracking. Step 1. We don't think it exists. Step 2. Delivered. I don't have this game. I have absolutely no idea why I'm able to write a review for it. Men are supposed to lead. A woman who doesn't listen. In Star Wars Episode 12, Padme chose this outfit to tell Anakin they couldn't be together. If someone wore this to a date in a dark room with a fireplace, yet had no intention of doing anything physical, it would slaughter billions too. I'll never forget you, Indian restaurant owner in Mumbai, who asked where I was from, and when I said Colombia, he excitedly said, Columbia Pictures, while doing this pose. When you leave things for tomorrow, and tomorrow arrives. Netflix in 2016 versus Netflix now. This pen was the equivalent to having an iPhone 17 back in the day. Is 8 hours a lot? It depends on the context. Gaming? No. Work? Yes. What level of adulting have you reached? Why is there so much sugar in everything? Sugar's fine as long as it's not refined, processed. Hey dad, can I use the lawnmower to make some extra money? You sure can, son. Thanks, dad. Never said how I would make money from it. Remember when appliances had 0 smart features and they just worked forever? When Pinocchio is roasting you and you realize his nose isn't growing a single inch and you get out some termites. Turning 40. Are you ready? Born in 1986. What? That's 40? Damn. Normal human. Electrician. Pensioner. 81. Who became a gang getaway driver because he was lonely. Is jailed. Free my man. He did it, but free him anyway. Shout out to my lawyer. I was facing 30 days in jail, but he got me 9 years of probation. Never cool Paul. Dave getting back tomorrow? He'll be back Tuesday. He will. It's 2025. You can just edit the message. I'm a millennial. I fix typos with A. Editing messages feels morally wrong. 5 years ago, I pooped myself in an escape room. It's my brother's favorite story. Today, he had frontal lobe surgery, and there was potential for memory loss. This is the first text he sent me from recovery. I survived the surgery, and I still remember what happened in the escape room. I think I'll take the extra 7 minutes. So, the annoying part of dating a 30-plus man is when you tell him, leave me alone. He says okay, and actually leaves. The annoying part of dating a woman of any age is when she keeps saying one thing, she might mean the other. A 6-year-old Girl Scout from Pennsylvania has sold nearly 87,000 boxes of cookies in one season. She's aiming for 100,000 boxes to earn a trip to Niagara Falls. 100k boxes for a trip that would cost a fraction of that revenue is insanely evil. Yes, the parents are evil for this. That's horrible. Take the kid away. Da-da-da. That movie you want to watch isn't available on any of your 17 streaming services. You can rent it though for $9.99. You know how long I waited for the Google Maps to update this? Yes, I spray painted this. How Times Square, New York would look like without ads. Hey chat, is this mushroom edible? That's what you get for listening to ChatGPT. Thousands of smoke detectors recalled over potential fire hazard. Well, how the turntables. Choose a major you love, and you'll never work a day in your life because that field isn't hiring. A treasure hunter is suing the FBI, claiming he alerted them to 7 tons of buried Civil War gold. They stole it in a secret overnight dig. The gold is worth over just $1.2 billion today. Only a boomer could find $1 billion worth of unregistered gold, and his first instinct is to inform the FBI, and then act surprised when they steal it. I wouldn't tell anyone, I would slowly sell it, very slowly. Imagine you're Donkey Kong, trying to stay chill on the first date, but your date chooses a tour of a distillery. Freak out. This happens every time I get audibly frustrated. He's a therapy dog at heart. I found the perfect doormat. There is no reason for you to be here. When Pooh, Piglet, Eel, Owl, Kanga, and Roo all dressed up as Tiggers because Tigger couldn't find his family. Thinking again about how the names Arctic and Antarctic just mean bears and no bears. So as an Antarctic expert, I need to add to this that we had not in fact been to Antarctica when it was named. The ancient Greeks decided that because there was an Arctic at the top of the world with bears, there had to be an opposite at the other end without bears, which is kind of ridiculous, except the guys were dead on. Maybe I don't need financial aid that bad. Dude, just answer the question. What's the first name of the person you kissed? What is stopping you from getting nails like this? I don't have to swoop down and grab a fish from a river for food. I asked my husband to pick up a large sour cream. Here it is next to a gallon of milk. 5 pounds. The thing weighs 5 pounds. Did he or did he not pick up a large sour cream? Delta Airlines Lockheed L1011 TriStar cabin in the 1980s. The past looks more like the future than the present does. And they were so optimistic about the future tech. Man, pigeon built its nest on anti-pigeon spikes. When you see the local crackhead tweaking while on your way home. But you just got fired, so you're low-key feeling the vibe. What happened to him? Why so many downvotes? He posted AI-generated content on Reddit. Then how did he get 120,000 upvotes in the first place? When I'm home alone and I hear a noise outside my house. Men used to go to war. I don't like war. I like vodka, Red Bulls, and feet. Ages 18 to 22. Ages 23 to 27. Discord will... I don't know why... I'm not giving my ID to Discord. Go away. Asked AI to restore my damaged childhood picture. This was the result. Never going to Brew's house again. At least he's got soap. Made a pizza and sliced it like a psychopath because I remembered I have free will and can do whatever I want. Lost puppy. Be selling anything. $1. First robot to successfully integrate into Polish society. American samurai versus Japanese samurai. They are both so satisfying in their own way. What requires more skill? What's the worst fruit? I hope you die. I'm strangling you. What the hell is wrong with you? The worst fruit? Has God not made all of these fruits in the same light? Red, delicious apples. I didn't want to be alone on Valentine's, so I went on a date I knew wouldn't go anywhere. Woke up to this text. I'm not sure if it's funny or just petty. Okay, well, before I read that, you went on a date with someone who you knew wouldn't go anywhere. Interesting. Okay. Chris requests $100 for "You're like a brother to me" fee. I wanted free food and a night out, so I used some guy. Sucks to be Chris. Skill issue, man. It's your own fault, Chris. Supermarket trolleys in Sweden have a map of the supermarket for guiding. This wouldn't work in the US though, because most people don't speak Swedish, and they're also not in the correct shop. Throwback to when Arnold stood next to Andre the Giant and Wilt Chamberlain. They made my hero action look like an action figure. Boys be like, I wore this shirt yesterday, but I'm going to a different place, so it doesn't matter. Hey, sure boys are like that? That's kind of gross. I spent $30 at a casino, and I'm walking out with 128. I was so angry I lost 17 at first, then I got lucky. Cashed out immediately after though. No way am I letting this crispy cash slip from my greedy hands. I got greedy. For some reason, we were given access to custom emojis on Teams, and it took people less than 24 hours to add the logo of the local unemployment office and start using it as a reaction when something goes wrong or upper management announces another bad decision. A cat has been banned from a school campus after allegedly triggering the college's security system. Rebel has spent months wandering into classrooms and students now want to build him an outdoor hut. Why is there a 0 button on the microwave? I mean, who is heating their food for 0 seconds? Man, this is the perfect subreddit for you. So you want us to essentially dox ourselves in a data breach you will most likely have? No, but that sounds accurate. French Excalibur vanishes from rock it had been stuck in for the past 1300 years as police launch investigation. Alright, which one of you dorks is now the king of France? One of the most iconic photos ever taken in North Dakota. The Great Blizzard of 1966. 40 feet of snow, wow. People tell me I'm too literal. Autism tests are so funny. I'm extremely literal most of the time, but people don't tell me that generally, so I'm inclined to answer disagree, because I'm taking this statement too literally. I pretended to be a mute for 3 months, and now I can't stop. This started as a stupid joke, and now it's my actual life. Before anyone calls me stupid and pathetic, just hear hear me out. Back in November, I moved into a new apartment building. On my very first day, I bumped into my neighbor in the hallway, and for some reason, I still didn't understand. I pretended I couldn't talk. I just nodded, smiled, and did little hand gestures. I thought it was funny at the time, like a dumb little bit I would drop later. Except, I never dropped it. For 3 months now, everyone on my floor thinks I'm mute. People hold doors for me, wave, sometimes even slow down their speech like I don't understand English. One guy even learned some basic sign language just to chat with me. The worst part, I kind of like it. It feels easier than small talk, but now the lie is too deep. I can't suddenly just start talking one day without looking like a total psycho. When you're alone with one of them, just say no. Nobody will believe you. Just buy a starter home. They're $800,000. Save harder. Rent is 2.5k. I did it at your age. In 1985, in 1985 when you guys were getting paid the equivalent of $75 an hour now. Minimum wage. Shut up. Tactics for getting your person out of the bed. 1. Look irresistibly cute. Plasma physics cannot be a real field. They've got meow squared in the denominator. Who would you trust more? Total stranger in a Star Trek shirt. Total stranger in a Star Wars shirt. No exaggeration, the vote split on this poll is hysterical. I'll never forget you, perfect February. If you're at a party in London or any multicultural city and everyone there is white, you should feel ashamed. If you're at a party and you begin the night by taking a head count of how many of each race there are at said party, you should feel ashamed. Glowing puppy in the sun. The entire point of life is in this picture. Child being a father and a dog. My new driver's license just showed up and due to an error at the DMV, I guess I'm now legally a female in the state of Idaho. It's ma'am. I just drove my car into a mailbox. A very common 3D printing success story. This bolt on my helicopter rotor is rusted out. Robinson wanted $1,500 for a new one. I was able to 3D print my own for pennies. Companies can't scam consumers anymore. He's never gonna buy a replacement part again, I can confidently say that. When you joined the army to get your college tuition paid for, but you low-key realize you were genuinely born for this. A claustrophobic patient decided to get up during a CT scan. This would be a fire album cover. So on a scale of 1 to 9, on a rubber duck scale, how are things today? They're pretty good, yeah. 2. Could always be better though, always be better. If I go to a cookout and bite a hot dog and it's a carrot, I'm fighting everybody. If I was American and this happened, I'd have a gun. Don't ask what I would do with that gun. Honestly, the highest compliment a man can receive. 5 stars. Ordered an egg McMuffin. Guy on the speaker says, pick a number 1 to 10. I say 9. He goes, alright amigo, pull through. At the window he hands me one bag with my McMuffin. Then another bag with 9 hash browns. No explanation. I asked him what the hash browns were about, and he said, man, you just look like a dude that appreciates potatoes. I'm not sure what this means, but he's not wrong. I never write reviews, but this made my day. Not sure what the game was, but I respect it. And I'm not complaining about free food. It was probably his last day on the job.